Right, we're back live. Right. Sorry about that. We lost connection, which happens when you're in the middle of a car park trying to connect. Yeah, sorry about that. So we had to end the stream. Unfortunately, it wouldn't refresh the connection. We've got a tail fin coming through the. So that's the private jet going off, the Bombardier Challenge 350. Going to Marlborough. Not far. Thanks for rejoining, Drains. Yeah. Hopefully everyone's realised what's happened. Is going to rejoin. Yeah, I need to understand this better because we lost connection on the laptop, and then for some reason YouTube Studio, which we run the stream from, doesn't then refresh itself, and then I have to end the stream, start it all up again, and put all the things in that you have to put in, and there you go. So, right, so let's see what's going on because I'm completely out of touch now and everything. So the A380 is, wow, that's still, so we found out from Ethan, so they hang on, sorry, let's just focus on what's coming in. Right, so Jim, the go-around, the CityJet go-around from earlier is coming in now. So that should hopefully, should be landing any time now. Yeah, there it is, got it. So this is the CityJet from Frankfurt, which if you look on flight radar, you can see it had to go into the hold while they changed ops. So they changed from runway 15 to 33. And so I was just really laughing at the comments. He is very entertaining, Drains. He is funny. What was I saying? Yeah, so this was the go-around we caught earlier. That's just landed. They've managed it. And I suppose just for everyone's knowledge, I guess, is that you have 3 attempts. So if they'd have gone around, if they'd have gone around again, they'd have had one more attempt, and then they would have had to divert to somewhere else, which I guess the choices are probably East Midlands, Luton. I don't know what the alternate is. Could be Manchester even for Birmingham. That's funny. So yeah. But thankfully I keep saying he. I shouldn't say he. They are down now. Yeah. Well done, CityJet pilots. Got yourself in because I'm sure it's horrible there. I don't imagine they want to go around. I think some airlines, I think Emirates particularly, do not like their pilots going around. So yeah, he'll done it again. They'll be happy they're down now, and the passengers will be happy as well because I've been touch wood. I've never been on a plane where there's been a go around. So I'm sure it's probably not nice as a passenger either, because you just want to get home. You don't want to be looping around the airport. Right, so all the planes that were in the hold are now coming out of it. So the next one is going to be the Jet2 A321 from Alicante. And then the A380 has now come out of its hold as well. So that's going to start to set up for its approach. And all the others that are still kind of in their hold at the moment, they're just waiting. But yeah, the hold is really thankful to Ethan, who I don't know if he's rejoined at all, but Ethan helped us understand what was going on while all the planes were going to a hold. They were literally changing from runway. So we started off with operations from runway 15, and they've changed ops now to runway 33, which is normal for. Actually, when we've done our streams here, it's always typically from 33. But actually, yeah, in these conditions as well, I suppose it doesn't surprise me that they've changed ops. Who else have we got here? Oh, I see a new person there. Angel Mello? I think, yeah. Angel Mello. Welcome to the stream. Right, so we've got a Ryanair about to take off, which was the one I said earlier was taxiing, I think. Yeah, that's going to... Oh, no, it can't be because we lost connection. Diverted to Coventry. I'd love to see that. So, yes, Ryanair off to Dublin is shortly be joining the runway. So we'll catch that when it does. What's even the length of the runway at Coventry? I'm just having another... 5,988 feet. That would be interesting. Right, so next one, yes, that Ryanair that's taxied is going to have to wait because the Jet2 A321 from Alicante. Again, I feel for these people that are having to come back into this weather because they've in Alicante at the moment, 27 degrees, it's sunny, and they're coming back to 12 degrees and rainy. And here it is. So the A321 is the biggest of the A320 family. So you've got the A318 is the smallest, then you've got the A319, A320, and so on. And this is this a Neo? Yeah, this is the new engine option as well. So it should be relatively new. I've been caught out by this before though, when I've said it's new. Although it's 1 year old, so June 2023. There we go, lots of spray. This is good actually. Now they've changed runway ops. We will get more sight on the landing and the spray. It's always good fun. So yeah, Alicante. So the next one in is going to be the A380. So hopefully, it's such a shame we lost our connection there because we lost a load of viewers as well. Oh, hello Stephen, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think we had about 15 people watching, and I was promising everyone the A380, and now, unfortunately, I don't know if they've rejoined or not. But if you're here now, you've timed it well because the next one in is going to be the A380, which should be great to see that land on the wet runway. We've got the Ryanair, which is about to go out, 737 to Dublin. Particularly short flight, that one. I've done it myself before. Yeah, only takes... Where's my average flight time? Oh, 44 minutes, yeah. It's a short flight. So there's the A380. So I think they're letting the Ryanair... It's going to have to be quick, though. Oh. I think the Ryanair has... gone back. Yeah, so you can see on the stream now. So the Ryanair went onto the runway, and I think air traffic control has probably told them to get off the runway. Oh, that's quite funny. Yeah, the Ryanair were obviously not quick enough. That's in a good old crab position, the A380 there. So if you imagine the A380, the size of the plane, even though it's only 12 knot wind, the wind is obviously going to affect that plane more than probably the smaller, like that A321, because the A321 wasn't crabbing at all. Although I think he's come out of the crab a bit. No, the fact he's facing towards us tells you he's in the crab, but he's just doing a bit of rudder movement there, probably to get himself. Oh, going around. Well, he was in a crab. That's the second of the day. Well caught, Jim. Yeah, there we go. A380 going around. So yeah, in a bit of a crab. I mean, it looked okay. I'm just going to see if I can get the altitude that he was at then. Or they were at. Sorry, then again. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to see it on the graph. I think. No, it doesn't show. No, I can't see it there. There we go. A380 going round. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, didn't like that. So, I mean, we've been streaming for a good few months now this year. I think this is probably the most go-arounds we've had on a stream in the whole time we've been streaming. So, but we were expecting it today. The weather is pretty rubbish. So, oh, thanks a lot, Chris. Crabs are horrible things. But just so for anyone wanting to come in, request divert on radio. Oh. Yeah, that's why it's called the crab, because of how crabs move. I think. I'm saying that, I could be completely wrong. But yeah, but he was crabbing a lot, so they've requested a divert. Do we know where they're potentially diverting to drains? That'd be useful to know. Glad you're on the radio, because that's what we miss out on here. We don't have the air traffic control. Interesting. So A380 gone around and potentially diverting by the sounds of it. Let's see if it shows on flight radar. It's not saying there, because it will say if it's diverting. Interesting. So second go around of the day. First go around was that CityJet from Frankfurt. That did land fine in the end. I'm surprised they're not giving it another go. I'm surprised they're diverting straight away. I mean, the wind conditions are not bad. I mean, oh, actually, the wind saying that. Wind has gone 16 knots there. I'm sure they can tolerate up to 40 knots. I'm surprised that, especially with Emirates pilots as well. The airline doesn't like them going around. They're not going to like a diversion. Well, we'll keep on top of that. See where that's going. They look like they're looping back around for the approach into Birmingham. So, but Drains, if you can keep us updated on that in the chat, let us know what's going on. At the moment, sorry, just keep on top of what action's happening. So we've got Jet 2 on its way in. No, sorry, not. Sorry, a Ryanair coming in from Palma de Mallorca. So yeah, this is a Ryanair 737. Let's see how they get on. A little bit wobbly there. Yeah, that wind must be picking up then for them. Okay, so he's going to have another go. Not 60, 16, 1-6. Nice bit of spray. So, let's see. So the A380, yeah, I think looks like, yeah, that flight radar. Yeah, that certainly looks like they're gonna have another go. I'd be surprised if they were going for the kind of instant diversion. I mean, that's very unusual for an Emirates pilot. Right, so still in Air France, it's been holding quite a lot, but it looks like they're coming out of that now. Corendon, they're lining up for approach as well from Antalya. They're in the hold for a while. What happens to that Ryan? Oh, that Ryanair. Oh, it's gone back to gate. So we had a Ryanair join the runway, and I think we just caught it leaving the runway, and has now gone back to gate. So it's all going on today. So I don't know what's happened there. Why that? Obviously, something wrong maybe with the plane, or they haven't thrown out an emergency alert at all, which we would see on flight radar. But yeah, obviously something's gone wrong there, and they're back to gate. So plane taking off now is 737 Jet 2 to somewhere called Agadir. I've got no idea where that is. Morocco. Oh, there you go. Learn something new every day. Nice bit of spray kicking up there. Catch it past hangar 2. Okay, so yeah, A380 coming back round in the approach. Next plane in is from Tirana. It's the Ryanair. So to summarise what's been going on so far, if you've just joined, yeah, if you've just joined us, so we've had 2 go-arounds. One was a CityJet CRJ. Oh, there's that Ryanair from Dublin that was going to go to Dublin. Just catch that there. So yeah, we've had two go-arounds. One was the A380, which is on its way. But this Ryanair, just quickly in shot there, joined the runway. When the A380 was coming in, it then got off the runway. There's another Ryanair joining from Tirana. Yeah, so we had an A380. You know what? When I think about it, actually, that Ryanair was on the runway when the A380 was approaching, and I just wonder. I don't know, Drains, if you heard it on the radio, why they kicked in the go around. I don't know, because I don't know. I'm sure the Ryanair got off the runway quickly enough, but if the Ryanair didn't get off the runway quickly enough, then that might have been the cause of the go around. But I think it was more something else. Anyway, I don't know. We'll never find out. Yes, Chris. Yeah, that's the summary. Yeah, so 2 go-arounds, and then we've just had this Ryanair jet that's now sitting on the taxiway, and seems to have turned off its transponder as well, because it's not showing on flight radar anymore. So yeah, so it's been quite exciting so far. So yeah, this is the one in your shot now. Yeah, that's the one that entered the runway. I thought it was going back to gate, but it seems to have gone. It was heading for the gate, but it seems to now just be sitting on the taxiway. So I doubt they've changed the ops again, because they've still got planes heading in for 3-3. Should I get my runways correct? Yeah, 3-3. So yeah, can't explain some of this stuff, but all very interesting. Sorry, Jones, just saw you missed the slot. Oh, okay, interesting. But the A380 is definitely giving it another go, which is good. Oh, we've got the Qatar from Doha as well, 787 Dreamliner. That's probably going to have to go and join the hold. Just crossed in front of the A380, which is still at 10,000 feet. I know he's starting to descend a bit more quickly now. Nope. Sorry, I was looking at the Qatar from Doha is at 10,000 feet. A380 just coming up to about 2,700 feet. So yeah, the next in is the Corendon, Turkish airline from Antalya. You can certainly try, Chris. Join the hold. Yeah, the smaller planes are certainly managing it. But the A380, you have to remember, is such obviously a massive plane. And in weather like this, it is going to be more affected by things like wind and so on. So if something's not right, the pilots aren't going to risk it. They're going to go around. So the wind has actually changed direction now completely. It's 260 degrees now, 16 knots still. But yeah, 260 degrees. Wind's changed. So the next one in is going to be the A380. As I said before, this will be their second attempt. This will be their second attempt if this goes wrong. I think they've got one more attempt and then they have to divert. It's mandatory. I think I've got that right, or they don't get a third attempt and then they have to divert. One of the two, but yeah, they'll have to divert ultimately if they keep struggling to get in. And it might not be their fault, it might just be the conditions are so bad at the airport that they just can't land. So they have to go to somewhere like Manchester, which I think for an A380, it'd have to be Manchester, because certainly Luton and East Midlands. Well, East Midlands probably could take it potentially. Is this like baseball, 3 strikes and you're out? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I suppose you can, compare the two. Now, I've completely lost track of timings here now because the timer on the screen here was telling me how long we've been on. And it's now saying 21 minutes. And I think we cut the stream, previous one, about an hour and 5 minutes, I think. So we'll just seeing now how long we were on before. We managed an hour and 7. Okay, so. And here comes the A380, which we've got now. So hopefully, for the passenger's sake and the pilot as well, although he's crabbing again, that wind is having an effect on that plane. And what I'll do when it lands, I will stop talking so you can hear the noise. But he's looking a bit wobbly again. So altitude currently 900 feet. Vertical speed looks good, 768 feet per minute. That's about right. Okay, I'm going to let you enjoy the sound now. Stop talking. It's going around again. It's going around again. Unbelievable. That is, wow. Well, they do not like this airport. My goodness. Well, I think if my logic is right, they've got one more attempt and then they have to divert. I'm pretty sure. It's strange. I mean, I'm not a pilot. I do a lot of sim. I'm a sim pilot, so it's. I can only go off my experience from that, but something is clearly not right for that pilot, and I don't know if it's the plane telling him they're getting wind shear. Don't know. I wish I knew, but hopefully maybe Drains can give us some information on that if they're hearing things on the radio. See which way it turns. So the next flight's landing will be an Embraer E190 from Paris, and then we'll probably have a takeoff in between that potentially. We've got a KLM 737. It's looking like it's potentially going to join the runway. We'll keep an eye on the A380, see where it ends up. If it's got to divert, I expect that will be up to Manchester. Let's see if it loops back around, but I'm pretty sure he sounded unhappy on the radio. Oh dear. Oh, so when I was saying he, I was right. I feel for I feel for the pilot here because the pilot, not only does the pilot want to get down, obviously the passengers want to get down. Right, he's going left, so maybe he's going to give it one more go. But if my logic's correct, that's his last attempt, and then he will have to divert. And I'm sure it'll have to be Manchester because Luton and East Midlands, which are the closest, won't be able to take an A380. Anyway, back to the action. So I think that Embraer. So we've got an Embraer coming in, Air France Embraer. The 737 KLM is holding. The plane you just saw on the screen there is, we don't know what's happening with this. Is again, for those that have just joined, this Ryanair 737 that's just sitting on the taxiway doing nothing at the moment joined the runway just before the A380 was going to try and land the first time. And yeah, it then exited the runway and it's ended up back on the taxiway. Ooh, this is crabbing a bit. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Don't want to say go around, but it's got to get that nose down a bit. Oh, okay, thanks, Drains. Yeah, one more go. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Chris, yeah, my logic's on it. Chris, correct. Right, I think this Air France is going to manage it. Oh, we're not going to have another go around. It's a bit wobbly. No, they're all right. Yeah, they're down. It's good. So yeah, a bit of drama here today. But we expected it. Weather conditions are crappy. The storm actually, as much as I don't think it's affecting here fully at the moment, but maybe we're getting some bits of it. Let's see where that A380 is gone now. Okay, interesting. It's heading off west at the moment. I don't know if that's... What did you say, Drains? Oh, you said one more go. Okay, so is that one more go as in they're going to give it one more go, or is that you were just clarifying my logic? Because you said off to Manchester, I think. Oh, okay. So we were about to see a takedown there if there was more. Right. I mean, it's not showing us on flight radar as it's diverting yet. And yeah, this is the Ryanair that I was talking about that's supposed to be going to Dublin, but again, it's not going anywhere at the moment. Got a Jet2 A321. Oh, another Jet2 A321 from Palma de Mallorca. Like deja vu. We had one of those earlier. So as I said earlier, the A321 is the biggest of the A320 family. Of course, an Airbus, in case you didn't know. Oh, we've got 13 viewers now, so I think we've gone back to our what we had earlier. Ryanair exists. I love it. I like that. That's funny. Right, so Jet2 from Palma de Mallorca A321. And then we should have, hopefully, the Qatar 787 Dreamliner. It'll be interesting to see how the Dreamliner copes, because again, that's not as big as the A380, but certainly the size of it will be affected. Oh, that was a bit shaky. That's all right. Yeah, thank you, Angel. Yeah, give us a like. 15 of you, well, 11 watching now, but although I know some people do watch without a YouTube account, so I don't know if they can like, but yeah, if you can give us a like, please give us a like, it all helps. Right, A321, Jet2, from Alicante, safely down. Next one is the Qatar Airways. Oh, 25 years of excellence livery as well. That is on its way in. It's currently number 5 in terms of being tracked on flight radar as well. Interesting. I think there is another streamer here today, so it could be a mixture of our viewers and their viewers that are tracking these planes. So the A380, yes, it looks like. Actually, yeah, give us the Jim. Can you quickly? Have you got the windsock? Oh, there it is. There. Sorry, you're ahead of me there. Yes, so it's not exactly. It's not limp by any means, but definitely movement. Right, so yeah, next one in should be the guitar from Doha. No, I'm looking at So average flight time 6 hours 50. One of the regulars here at Birmingham. We've got something taking off, which is not showing on flight radar. Oh, that's that KLM 737. That's going to Amsterdam. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. It's just showing up now. Okay, there goes the 737 KLM, short flight to Amsterdam. So yeah, next in is going to be the Qatar Airways from Doha. It's about 2 minutes out. That Ryan airplane is still sitting there. Don't know what's going on. Don't know if Drains, if you can hear anything on the radio. Airbus holding waiting instructions. Don't talk about YouTube. What? Don't talk about tube-shaped things. You know, it was limp. We've been here before. Right. So we should have the Qatar. Yeah, we're about to get that on the screen. So this will be interesting. So again, it's every pilot is different. This is not as big as the A380, but still considered a heavy. But the Dreamliner, that's a very modern plane, so I imagine it's got a lot of stuff going on in there that helps. Right, I think this is looking all right. I don't think this is going to be a go-around. No. Excellent. Good landing, Qatar. Saying that, hasn't even landed yet. There we go. Qatar's down. Right, where's that A380? I think still the A380's had to go back into the hold. Oh, look at all that spray. Love it. So yeah, that's the 787 from Doha. Interesting. We had a 787 lander earlier that took up pretty much the whole runway, or needed the whole runway almost. But actually, this one, just looking on flight radar, is he going to use the whole runway? No, he's going to taxi off. Yeah, sooner than that other 787. But then the conditions were a lot worse when that 787 landed earlier. So let him off. This Air China 777 that was supposedly coming in, I don't think that's coming in somehow. It's not showing live. So I think what we'll do, what are we on now? 33 minutes in, we're an hour and 7, so we're about an hour and 40. So probably another 20 minutes. So I think we'll call it this first part at 2 o'clock. So we'll do a quick break for lunch, and then we'll be back about half an hour later maybe. But just keep an eye. Make sure you're subscribed or you've got your alerts on. Qatar proving they are the best country. Right, let's see what's going on. So we've got an EasyJet from Edinburgh. It's on its way. A380. Looks like it's just going in the hold at the moment. So that's the worst thing now. They've had 2 go-arounds, and now they've got to go and sit in the hold. The passengers must be fuming. What you having for lunch? Yeah, I should say, shouldn't I? Because I've been asking everyone else what they're having. It's very boring though. I think it's just going to be like a sandwich and some crisps. So yeah, the A380 holding at 8,000 feet by the looks of it. So we're just joining. Yeah, we've had some interesting stuff going on. A couple of go-arounds. We had this Ryanair that was just on screen there. Entered the runway, went off the runway. Now just sitting on the taxiway. Again, you've got to feel for the passengers on that plane because I'm sure the pilot's keeping them up to date, but yeah, don't know what's going on. What flavour? The crisps or the drink? Or I can tell you the crisps are, I think the Marks and Spencer's Watsits, I think, which sounds very posh. Yeah, there's the Ryanair. I'm guessing Drains. Is there anything on the radio coming up about this Ryanair plane? I don't think you've said anything unless I've missed that on the comments. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what's going on with that Ryanair, if there's any chat on the air traffic control. Okay, so I think the next plane is going to be a Ryanair from Poznan, which is in Poland. Yeah, Poland. Oh, she's gone out, Chris. Is your answer to that? She's popped out. Oh, we've got something taken off, which I'm not keeping on top of. Turkish Airlines going to Istanbul. And it's a Boeing 737. Lots of 737s. Sorry, Chris, I know how much you like to talk to Penny on the chat. Okay, Turkish Airlines 737. That's a bit of spray there. Wind speed has calmed down quite significantly, 10 knots and 220 degrees in terms of direction. So that will be good news for the A380 when they come back in, if it was wind. If wind was the issue for the go-around. They're still in the hold at the moment, the A380. Yeah, windsock backs that up as well. Yeah, Drains will, yeah. Yeah, if it doesn't, the plan is to go off at 2. Hopefully it'll be back in by then. But if it's not, yes, we'll wait. We'll wait for it to come in. Because then if it goes around, we don't need to wait because it's going to go off somewhere else. But he looks like it's going to go back into the hold. Looks like it's turning into the hold rather than coming out of that. So they're making a right pattern on flight radar here. Yeah, got a feel for them. 2 go-arounds. Yeah, disappointed about the Air China plane. I thought that would be good to catch that because we haven't caught that before on the channel. So, next one in is Ryanair from Poznan. Ryanair operated by Buzz. Interesting. Oh, looks like off to Man. Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, then we will break at 2 o'clock if it's going to Manchester. Yeah, that's. Yeah. You're right there, Trains, because he's broken out the hold now, and it looks like they're going to go. Yeah, that looks like that's heading up north. Well, you've got to feel for the passengers having to go to Manchester instead of landing where they should be landing. Anyway, here's the Ryanair 737 from Poznan in Poland. Oh, nice winglets on that as well. I'm sure pretty much every 737 has winglets, which is basically the bits on the end of the wing that stick up. To look at another 737, I'm sure we'll get more. maybe they all have long winglets, but that looks particularly long. I think the runway, I was about to say, is the runway drying out, but it's not. It's still going to kick up a spray there. Yeah, that A380. Sure, it does look like they're broken out the hold. But yeah, that's because that A380 normally is turned around pretty quickly at Birmingham, and then it goes back off again because we normally catch the arrival and the departure. So you've got to feel the knock-on effect that's going to have, because that's going to affect obviously people flying out to Dubai, which they will be doing. I don't know what's going to happen to that flight. Actually, that would be interesting, because there's no other. There isn't a load of A380s here. That's the only one that they've got. So I wonder if what's happening with that flight. Let's have a quick look. It's gone amber on flight radar. It's going to be worse than that. Yeah, so that's definitely going to Manchester, which I think Trains has confirmed that pretty much. And it looks like, yeah, it's heading up north now. Staying at the same altitude there. 8,000 feet. Some lovely bird sounds coming through, so I do a quick sound check every now and again just to see how everything's coming through. So, yeah, got some nice bird sounds coming through. Nice and relaxing. Okay. So yeah, I think that A380 looks like it's starting to climb. No. I thought it was starting to climb there. Oh, that's actually #1 worldwide on flight radar, tracked by 7,160 people at the moment. Not surprising. So yeah, if that A380 doesn't come back, which it's looking likely, we will, we'll be going off at 2 o'clock. So yeah, 10 more minutes. Got an arrival coming in, EasyJet from Edinburgh. It's a very short flight. I've done that a few times myself. Nice flight though, actually, to Edinburgh. Go over the Lake District. And depends on which approach you're doing as well. You come in over the, I don't know what the lake's called. I can't remember if it's runway, I think it's runway 24. It's a lovely approach in runway 24, coming over the water there. Runway 15 in use now. God, they are changing ops all over the place. I wonder. Now that A380, he's climbing out, so the A380 is going. So this is possibly going to be the last landing, I guess, on 3-3. We're changing to 15 ops. It'd be our opportunity, actually, if they are changing ops now, because there's only a private jet on its way in. There's a Vueling on its way in, but if they're going to be probably put in the hold while they change ops, then we'll probably take our moment to call it. Yeah, so that A380 isn't coming back. It doesn't say it's diverted to Manchester, but we'll take that as that's what it's doing, because it's climbing now. Yeah, it's going up to 11,000 feet. So shame. Yeah, feel sorry for the pilot. Feel sorry for the passengers. Feel sorry for the passengers that we're going to use that plane to fly to Dubai later on, which is, I'd be surprised if that doesn't get cancelled. I mean, I've flown to Dubai from here before, and that would be gutting. Yeah, for that to be cancelled. So Yeah, so I think they're changing up. So I think what we'll do is we'll call it there. I think I'm just see if there's anything about to go out. I think it's a good opportunity with them changing ops now that will because there's nothing going to land immediately. We've got a couple of planes going, but they're probably going to have to go in the hold. And then there's nothing taking off as well. So yeah, we're going to call it there for now. We'll be back in about half an hour. So just want to give us a closing shot, Jim. And yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, keep an eye. Thanks, Drains. Yeah, he's off to Manchester. There we go. So yeah, thanks everyone. We'll be back. Yeah, roughly about half an hour. But keep your notifications on. I'll put the post out there as many places as possible so everyone knows. But yeah, thanks for joining so far, and see you on part 2. Thanks, Drains. Right, see you soon. Thanks all. Bye bye. Oh.